Hi guys, good evening, and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host, Eddie, and welcome to another installment of my mini-series, How to Get Excited For, where in tonight's video I will be giving you guys suggestions and recommendations and advice on how to get excited for the upcoming film Independence Day Resurgence, which is out in theaters this Friday. The big day is almost upon us. I remember hearing about I remember first hearing about when the sequel was finally happening. I think the story I read said that it finally got greenlit by Fox back in, God, it feels like it was so long ago now. November of 2014 is when it was officially greenlit, and then later in March of the following year, it was confirmed by the director Roland Emmerich or Emmerich. I'm really sorry if I butchered that name. That classic Jeff Goldblum, would be returning, along with several other returning characters and new characters. And I don't know about you guys, but I hope you're just as excited about it and looking forward to it as I am. And if you need some time to kill some time between now and when the movie comes out, here's some great film recommendations on how to get yourself in the mood for Independence Day Resurgence. Well, obviously, first and foremost, this one is kind of a no-brainer. But the original, the lovely Independence Day, the original movie from almost 20 years ago, 1996. Unfortunately, I was too little to see this in the theaters when it came out. I think parts of it might have been too intense for me, and unfortunately, my first time seeing it was when it was played on TV or we rented it on VHS. Do you still remember those things, VHS tapes? I do. They're actually pretty cool for a while. Anyway, I unfortunately never got to see it on the big screen, but I feel very pleased and honored that I'm going to be seeing, hopefully, its worthwhile successor on the big screen later on Friday night, in IMAX to be exact. My friends and I got IMAX tickets, so that's going to be awesome. So obviously this is a no-brainer. I don't know about you guys, but I'll be watching this Thursday night right before I see the movie on Friday. And I also think that a lot of theaters all over the country, at least here in California, but maybe in other parts of the country, some theater chains are doing a double feature on Thursday evening. They're showing this movie first, and then it will be followed by the premiere of the sequel, Resurgence. I so wanted to do that. Unfortunately, I did not plan it well enough, so I'll just have to settle for watching this on the small screen again. But it's a fantastic movie nonetheless, and I think that we're in for a real treat with its sequel. So, Independence Day, watch it. Great film. Now, if you were not a fan of the original Independence Day, or if you've never seen it, I don't know why you haven't. It's awesome. If you never got around to seeing it, but you do want to see the sequel for some reason, if it's not your cup of tea, there are a couple of other films that you can watch to get yourself in the mood for it. For example, I know this wasn't everybody's most favorite film, and it was good, but just not that good. I thought it was extremely entertaining, very exciting. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys did too. Battle Los Angeles. This is a fairly new movie. Came out about, holy crap, 5 years ago it was. Yeah, 2011, 5 years ago. Wowza. It features everybody's favorite Two-Face, or Aaron Eckhart, I should say, plays the sergeant leading a squad of Marines through the ruins of Los Angeles in order to fight off alien invaders, which have practically decimated Los Angeles. It's a fun watch. I really liked it. I know it wasn't everybody's favorite movie. I thought it was great. In fact, I liked it so much that I bought it as soon as it came out on DVD. I think this is a great watch. It's a lot of fun. I may watch it later tonight because it's a lot of fun. But it's along the lines of the themes of alien invasion, humans uniting to fight off the alien invaders, great battle scenes, action-packed sequences, some human drama, all that jazz. It's a lot of fun. Check it out. Now, if that's not your cup of tea either, and you want to stick to something that's like more up there in terms of good movies, no offense to Battle Los Angeles, I still enjoy it. But if you really are have a hankering for a good classic sci-fi alien invasion film, one of the first, I believe. I could be wrong, but at least it seems like it could be one of the first alien invasion films. The original 1953 classic, The War of the Worlds. awesome film, and great effects considering the time it came out, 1953, in color, nonetheless. And the effects are actually pretty impressive. And this was probably like the Avatar of the 1950s, or one of the avatars, I should say, in terms of special effects and visual effects. Great flick, great characters, very good story. This movie was remade about a decade ago by Steven Spielberg, with starring Tom Cruise. That movie was also pretty good. It was all right. But I, for some reason, prefer the original over the remake. I mean, granted, originals are usually better than the remake anyway, but this one especially, I just really enjoyed this one over the Spielberg flick. No offense to Mr. Spielberg, because he's my all-time favorite director, but this movie is fantastic. This is a great alien invasion story movie. If you want to get yourself in the mood for another alien invasion movie like Independence Day, Resurgence, War of the Worlds, it's another great watch. So those are my top 3 picks for how to get yourself excited for Independence Day Resurgence, which opens in theaters this Friday, June 24th. Obviously, my first and foremost choice is going to be the original Independence Day. And I love the fact that it is almost 20 years to the date. For those of you confused, why is it coming out in June instead of early July? Well, for one thing, the first July release date, July 1st, already has a movie coming out. Don't know how well it's going to do, but it's the Warner Brothers flick, The Legend of Tarzan, with the guy from True Blood, Alexander Skarsgård, or whatever his name is. And June 24th is like the closest they could get to a July 4th release date. So, but you got to admire the timing of it, because I think it's pretty damn clever that they've got it timed almost 20 years to the date. And the best part is that the sequel is going to be 20 years later after the original film. The sequel is not going to be like we're still stuck in 1996 or it's a year later in 1997. No, it is 2016, and we're going to see how the Earth has changed since then. And it's a very, very exciting and interesting premise. Well, guys, those are my suggestions and recommendations on how to get excited for Independence Day Resurgence. I hope you've seen most of or all of these movies and enjoyed them thoroughly. And if any of them or all of them helps you get in the mood for it, then all the more reason for it. All right, guys, have a great rest of the night. Thanks again for watching this installment of How to Get Excited for here on the EdWord. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this one. Also, check out my Facebook page in the description down below. And if you guys have suggestions of your own of how to get excited for this movie, please feel free to leave your comments, feedback, and your suggestions down below in the comments section. I'd love to hear from everybody. Thanks again for stopping by. Have a great rest of the night. And of course, until next time, as always, may the Force be with you.